Hello, welcome to this edition of Black Belt Business. I'm Barry Vanover, President of Premier Martial Arts International and Martial Arts Management Group. Today I want to talk to you about your Black Belt training program or Black Belt Club. You know, there have been many different versions of this throughout the years. People set it up in different ways, and a lot of people get different results from their Black Belt training program. Today I want to just discuss some high points to have you take a really good look at what's going on with your Black Belt training program or Black Belt Club and see if you're getting the best out of this program inside your studio. First, let's look at the benefits of a Black Belt training program. You know, Black Belt training program is, in the industry, we would call this an upgrade program or an upgrade system. And in order to be effective as an upgrade, this has to have certain benefits to your martial arts students. And let's take a look at some of the benefits. For sure, the benefits needs to be on setting the goal to become a black belt. You're getting your students excited and getting them to make that commitment and set a goal to one day become a black belt. They're having that inner belief, them and their family, that they have what it takes. So that alone is a benefit for the student, is they're focused on becoming a black belt and they're excited about becoming a black belt. The next would be curriculum. You know, giving them advanced curriculum or curriculums that is outside your normal belt ranking system is very important, because it's that edutainment, exciting part of the program. Like, for example, weapons. You know, children love to do weapons as well as adults. But, you know, weapons is an important part of the curriculum of Black Belt training program. And then different types of training. Like maybe you're doing certain types of sparring drills or point sparring with your Black Belt training program. Maybe the students are getting to, of course, wear a different uniform than the other students. I think that's one of the main things. It sounds simple, but the uniform, being a different uniform than the other students, is important part of your Black Belt training benefits to your students. You know, it sets them apart. It makes them feel special. And your Black Belt training, more than anything, renews the interest of a student. You know, a student comes into the school 6, 8 months later, a year later, you know, things can become ordinary, so to speak. So your Black Belt training program is an opportunity to renew the interest of your students in their martial arts training, reinvigorate their training, so to speak. Now, so you have to have some clear, defined benefits for the students in your school. Let me give you a caution. Here's one of the things that I notice when I'm setting up Black Belt training programs for clients is extra training, extra curriculum is a benefit. More times to train is not really a benefit. You know, the people can only come, your students can only come to your school so many times throughout the week. So by saying, hey, you can come 4 times a week, or if you join a Black Belt training program, you could come every day. That's really not a benefit, and it's not a realistic benefit. It's just like saying that you could come to this class and this class and this class and this class every night. They can only attend and come to your school so many classes, so many hours in a week, and even in one night. So be careful about extra training times being trying to sell that as a benefit for your upgrade programs, or particularly your Black Belt training program. I like to use 15 minutes after their normal class, because it's always a little commercial to the students that's not in Black Belt training as they leave the class and they hear us announce and tell the other students to get their weapons or get their sparring gear on or get prepared to do whatever the curriculum is. So it's always a reminder, and it's convenient. Mom and Dad only has to stay an extra 15 minutes from the time they're already there that day, instead of having to come to another class or another meeting. A lot of us used to do a Saturday workshop for Black Belt training. Some people only did it once a month. Some people started doing it every week. But still, you're competing with weekend activities, especially in spring and summertime, and the parents have to come back. Now, I'm not saying maybe you shouldn't do a workshop for them once a week, but I really would like you to take a look at what's going on, and is it possible to do an extra 15 minutes after their normal core class for the people that are in the Black Belt training program. Now let's look at the business benefits to you for a good Black Belt training program. And really there's 2 simple benefits that I want to discuss today. One is increase in your retention. Students commit and focus on becoming a Black Belt. Their parents make that mental and financial commitment to train over a certain period of time. So they're committing for, minimum should be 36-month program. So the parents are taking it more serious. They're more apt to get their students there twice a week. They know they're in this for 3 years. They're supporting you. They're making sure that Billy's interest stays high in the martial arts classes. And then the student now is wearing a different uniform. They're focused on becoming a black belt. They're taking the extra training. In that, you're always talking about black belt and preparing someday for a black belt test and so forth. So retention is definitely increased with a good black belt training program and getting that commitment from the parents and the students. And then our next big benefit is simply increase in revenue. It gives us another product to sell. Now, when I say another product to sell, I know that may sound very, business-like, but it's true. You've got to look at your programs and your curriculum as different products. You have your basic curriculum or your basic program. It has a certain look, certain uniform, a certain feel, certain benefits, certain length of time, certain cost. Then we have another product that we sell. It's called black belt training. It has a look to it, a feel to it, a length of time to it, a price to it. And people can buy this product or they can buy this product. So it gives us more products to sell. So therefore, we make more sales. Another big benefit when it comes to increasing revenue is it gives us another customer base. Now, if you don't have upgrade systems, you don't have black belt training or any of the elite training, master's club or leadership, and you just sign students up, you hope to keep them the length of time that they, as long as you possibly can, you really only have one customer base, and that's new students coming in the door. If you're wanting paid in fulls, you got to rely on new students coming in the door. If you're wanting to get down payments, new students. You want to sell equipment package, new students. When you set up the upgrade systems, and today we're talking particularly black belt training program, it immediately gives you another customer base, which is your current students inside the school. So now not only do you have the new students coming in the school as a customer base, but you can always look at your existing student body and sell them and upgrade them to the black belt training program. Listen, I can't emphasize this enough. Upgrade systems, particularly the black belt training program, that's the most important. That's that initial 36-month commitment. That this is the fastest way to dramatically increase your gross revenue. Because now you're getting, when you do get a paid in full for this program, it's a large paid in full. It's a $4,000 or more paid in full. You're selling a higher price equipment package. You're getting a higher down payment if they finance it. And if they finance it, you're getting a larger monthly payment on that financed membership. So keep that in mind. Now, there's a lot of small details that make this black belt training program efficient inside your school. But you're doing many things right in your black belt training program when the following things occur. One, upgrades to black belt training program are easy. You're doing a good job inside your school, and particularly your black belt training program, when upgrades are easy. That means you're clearly explaining and clearly communicating the benefits of this program to your students. It means that you and your staff are organized, and you're planning so many upgrades and setting a goal for so many black belt training upgrades every month, and you're following through with action steps that make that simple and effective. And another thing is, remember, it also means that your classroom floor must be pretty good. The instruction, what's happening on the classroom floor must be pretty good because the students are willing to commit to more training, longer periods of time, and pay more for the experience of setting the goal to become a black belt. You see, if your classroom floor is not good, people are not going to want to pay more and commit to more time for what they think is perceived as the same value, meaning the same old thing. They're not even happy with really what's going on in the normal program, so they're not going to commit to the black belt training program. So if upgrades are easy, then things are right on the classroom floor. Whenever I help a new client set up their black belt training program or reinvent their black belt training program, I always can tell whether their classroom floor is exciting because upgrades are easy. Students are lining up to upgrade. So that's a key indicator. So if those things are happening, you're doing a good job. The next thing is you're doing a good job with your black belt training program. If students go straight into your black belt training program from the initial enrollment conference, from their first enrollment conference. This happens all the time. Because when they're coming in for their 2-lesson trial program, we're doing a really good job there, and then we get them excited, we clearly explain the 2 programs that they qualify for. Basic training program and black belt training program. We ask the family which one's best for them. So we will periodically throughout the month, inevitably, take several people straight to black belt training. So instead of joining a 6 or 12-month basic, they committed immediately from day 1 to a 36-month black belt training program and set the life-changing goal of becoming a black belt. We show that much value right away. And this is not a difficult thing to do. It's just how you set up your enrollment procedures. So, you know, now not only are you making money coming in from the 2-lesson trial program, but all of a sudden, you know, 3, 4, 5 times a month, people go straight into black belt training program, and a good percentage of those people are paying in full. They're given a higher down payment, or if they finance it, their monthly rate is higher, and they're buying the black belt training equipment package. That's what I'm talking about of increasing your gross revenue fast. Because it only takes, imagine, 1 paid in full black belt training program to increase your gross revenue $4,000. Now, sign up, upgrade 10 people to black belt training program every month, of which at 30–40% of those people pay that in full. All the other people, you're getting a down payment of at least $295, if not more, $325. And you're selling a black belt training equipment package for new $295, $325, whatever your black belt training equipment package cost is. And it can literally double the gross revenue of a martial arts school extremely, extremely fast. And you know what? It shows superior customer service. It's a total positive thing for the students. It excites them. Total positive thing for your studio. Now, the last thing, again, that to me reemphasize, you know you're doing a good job when you're dramatically increasing your monthly revenue. You know, if you're black belt, if you have a black belt training program or a black belt club, but yet it's not directly affecting the revenue of the school every single month, which means are you making any money from the black belt training program or the black belt club? If you are, you're doing a good job. If you're not making a lot of money, or you're not making much money from your black belt training program, it's probably time to reinvent that, probably time to go back and make some changes. Now, on our next meeting, in our next black belt business, I'm going to discuss the 6 opportunities for you to upgrade a student to black belt training. Okay, taking a glance at the first 6 or 7 months of 6 key opportunities that we can use to upgrade our students to black belt training. Now, if you've listened to this and you go, wow, I really need to work on my black belt training program, or my black belt club, please feel free to give me a call, 877-613-4900, or go to my website, martialartsmanagementgroup.com or martialartsmg.com, and contact me, and I'll be willing to help you any way that I possibly can. Don't forget that our big yearly Martial Arts Business and Training Expo is in Orlando, Florida, October 4th and 5th. You can see that information on our website as well, and I would like to invite all of you to come down and participate in great seminars from great martial arts instructors, the best business minds in the martial arts, to come and get training for those 2 days down in Orlando, Florida. Thank you so much.